How we doing? Man, we got some crazy stuff to talk about today. Crazy. It always sucks when shit like this happens in the community. It always sucks. Oh man. Screw it. Play the intro. Let's get into it. I got some shit I need to say.
What are we doing here? It's time for the show, you nincompoop. Oh, cool. Who are you watching? A handsome man who's not that old. A playful trickster with a heart of gold. That's right, folks, it's Rastov! Here comes Rastov stirring the pot with the dice in his hand and a song in his heart. Games, news, and unboxing delight. You'll never guess what he's doing tonight. What about the thumbnail? Just shut up and watch! He's got laughs, he's got tears.
So thrown, I forgot to switch over.
Years and years, ouch! He's the goofball king here to lift you up. He'll tease you lovingly till you've had enough. From the land of humans, orcs, and elves. No, he's not a hobbit, but they're up on his shelves. Rastov! He's got heart, he's got heat. His charm will sweep you off your feet. Rastov! Tune in, strap in, get ready to vibe. It's Rastov's world and you're along for the ride. Unboxing dice are the rarest of cards. He'll open that box and blow your nards. What? Real reactions with a grin so wide. Hopefully the algorithm won't hide. He's a gaming master with no accolades, but chaos and heart, he's got them in spades. It's games, it's news, it's full out fun, and maybe advice if you're on the run. Turn yourself in. Rastov, a master without a dungeon, but he's still got soul. Hoping for 20s, but gets ones on each roll. Damn! Rastov, a wingman, a hype man, a take you out for lunch man, and he's showing up with a sweet backup plan. So plug in, press play, let the good vibes ride. It's Rastov's world, we're just along for the ride. Man, that song was cheesy and corny. Have you even met Rastov before? But he didn't even thank us yet. Just wait. He will.
How's it going, beautiful people? Welcome back to another day in paradise. We switched back to the original song because I feel like the vibe fits the goofy, happy, the stay a while kind of puts people in their feels, and that's not necessarily what we need to do at the moment. Mr. Boom Boom Power with popcorn. I'm wearing black today because that's what you wear to someone's funeral. Fuck you, Seder Void. Oh, okay. We got a lot to talk about in relation to this, but I have to quickly reply to someone very important. Sorry, you're going to have to forgive me. Okay. On to business. On to business! We
At NGD6 I super chatted 4.99. What's up everybody?
You guys remember? That's not how I want to start this. No. We're starting this in a different way. We're starting this in a different way. The world is full of kind people. Right? But for every one kind person, thank you, Dingy. For every one kind person, there's two fucking dickheads that'll try and take advantage of you. Yep. And unfortunately, that's the situation that we're currently dealing with at the, well, we dealt with it actually. Danny with the unicorn. One's in the chat if you know the name Seda Voy. One's in the chat if you know the name Seda Voy. I want to know if you know who we're about to talk about. One's in the chat. I'll wait. Yeah. Unfortunately, one. True. See me in a box. True. Unfortunately, one. Now, Seda Voy, somebody who frequents multiple different communities, or they used to, not anymore. Seda Voy, somebody that joined us when we went solo. He was a part of the Discord and became friends with a bunch of people. But he was always kind of just weird. All right. Seda Voy was just kind of weird. You know, I was reminded of something today. There was a point in the Discord where Seda Voy, and we'll get into all the nitty gritty stuff about why he's a scammer and shit like that. But I just want to give you an idea. He's one of those guys where the way he types, you're kind of just like, this guy is not. Is it, you know, he's just not a normal guy. You know, he's a little odd. All right. But you're like, you know, there's a lot of people that are a little odd. So you give him a pass. The first red flag this guy ever gave us. Right. His name is Seda Voy. And he randomly out of nowhere says, hey, guys, I'm homeless. Interesting. Random member of the community says, hey, guys. I'm homeless. Dingy said, are your facts correct? Oh, you best believe they are. You best believe they are. They're very correct. Which I was like, that's kind of a strange thing to say. He's like, yeah, I'm homeless. And then miraculously, next day, he wasn't homeless. You know, I guess he found somewhere to live. But it was one of those guys. I was reminded of that today. That did happen. You know, and so I was like, okay. You know, maybe he's just an unlucky guy. Maybe he's just an unlucky guy. He could just be unlucky, right? That is a thing. Could just be an unlucky guy, right? Sometimes people are down on their luck. Also, you know, fuck you, Mr. Boom Boom Pow, for making this thumbnail look like I'm the scammer. You dick. I'm not the scammer, okay? It's not me. I'm not the scammer. It is not I who was the scammer. One's in the chat if you remember the whole goon situation in which we had to delete, or we had to wipe the channel. No. We had to create the channel in the first place. Then we had to wipe the channel. Then we had to delete the channel. One's in the chat if you remember this situation. Alex said, unfortunately, one. The unfortunately one is killing me today. So if you don't know, in the Discord, we had a situation where, you know, people were really enjoying making little thirst traps about myself. Okay. It was kind of flattering. Some of them were a little too far, but it got to the point where like most of the Discord was like, I'm not typing in the main chat because this is just kind of weird. Right. So we set a go at the request to create a channel specifically for this kind of art. Okay. And it was met very quickly because, you know, there's a bunch of people that were really into this stuff. So we make the channel. It's really great. It's a good time. It's a vibe. Also, if I get anything wrong, please correct me. Feel free to correct me. And within like a day, okay, we had to wipe the channel. Okay. Within a day, we had to wipe the channel. It was created so that when people made their little thirst trap arts, they could put it in there and laugh about it and talk about it. And in a day, it had to be wiped. Now, the reason it was wiped, the fact that this was even a thing blows my mind, okay? There was some people, okay? There was some people that were doing something in that channel, which I can only, to put it gently, were doing some E6 with some GIFs. Now, you might be thinking, Rastov, how is that even possible? And I didn't know it was possible either. But as I am often done in life, I was proven wrong. I didn't think this was possible. Turns out very possible. And there was an entire thread, which I remember I was eating dinner and my phone was just like blowing the fuck up with like, oh my God, this is going on. Rastov, we need to know what you want to do with this. And so Danny says, my eyes were pregnant. That's right. That's right. Your eyes were pregnant. And so I look through this thread and I'm seeing some of these GIFs and I'm like, how the fuck? Like I get it, right? There's GIFs of like men and Life with Jamal, welcome to Elite. There's GIFs of men and women being hot and heavy and kissing and batting themselves off and like all drenched in sweat. Like it was, they make GIFs of some weird shit on that's on Discord. All right, I'm just gonna say that. And it was just this intense back and forth of GIF. And I said I wasn't gonna name and shame anybody in that group. Well, I'm going to today. Only one of you. Now our buddy, Sada Wolf, was one of the main culprits of this. Red flag number 2. I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is kind of odd. First this guy is homeless, right? Then this guy is doing some weird E6 shit. Say it a voy, Danny. Say it a voy.
Ban Mono Super Shattered 5.
Jesus.
Can I get some likes? My pet goldfish died while I was taking him on a walk in this summer heat. He'll be gone for a few weeks.
If we could get some likes for Mono, that would be fantastic. Rest in prosperity, young goldfish. So we had to wipe the chat. Now, unfortunately, Sada was very upset with the fact that we had to wipe that chat, and he wasn't allowed to do his little E6 in the Discord anymore. Which, I mean, for me, I was like, it kind of makes sense that you can't do this. It's a bit weird, right? It's a bit weird. Okay, but you know what? You could keep the channel. All right, they hit the goal. You could keep the channel. It's totally fine. So they keep the channel, and then it goes back to being just normal AIs and silly things like that. And the thing is, I know he's watching right now too. So say hello to him in the chat.
Ban Mono Super Shattered 5. My friend Geico will come in and keep you guys informed.
Thank you, Mono.
At my Boom Boom Pow Super Shattered 4.99. It's crazy I missed the homeless arc of the Rastovia manga. Possible merch coming soon. Let us know if you want that.
Yeah. So this is crazy enough on its own, right? Just being its own little thing. It's its own crazy little thing. And this is just the introduction to what happened, okay? This isn't even the juice. Thank you, Mr. Boom Boom Pow and Mono. So he took great offense to his little E6 being deleted. To the point where I got asked if it was appropriate if somebody joined a little group chat, or it was a side server that they could do it in. And I was like, are you sure you want to join that shit? You sure you want to go over there and listen to that stuff? What's up, Split Fries? How you doing? And so peace returned to the Discord, and everyone was on their merry way. Until like the next day. Bro, can you give me a break for like one day without having to deal with some of this bullshit? The very next day, these weird roleplay wars started where they were kidnapping somebody and creating a bunch of different, it was just like, I can't explain, like people were getting tied up, like it was too far, right? And the real issue came from like the fact that it would then, if the person that they were trying to tie up in their little roleplay didn't reply, they would go into the main chat and then start trying to do it in there to try and get them to come back to the AI channel. And I was just like, and my beautiful, lovely admin, he came to me and he said, dude, this shit's more trouble than it's worth. I think we need to put a pin in this. And I was like, I don't know, like we hit a goal for it. It's kind of weird, Now, look, he wasn't the only person involved in this. I got to say, there was 2 other people that were involved in this. But I'm not going to name and shame them yet. I'm going to be nice to them today. So hopefully we learn. And I'm pretty sure we've learned, okay? I'm pretty sure they've learned. So we had a discussion about, look, I think we got to delete this channel because this shit's just getting too far. Like, we've had E6. We've had crazy, like, we've had crazy fucking role play going on. It's been a whole thing. It's been a whole crazy wild thing. So we delete the channel. And unfortunately, our mate was not happy that the channel got deleted either. He was mad. He was angry. Where am I going to go to get out my weird energy? Where am I going to go to get my weird energy out? Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, all right, how weird is this story so far? Just put it in the chat. Just a number. 1 to 10, let me know. I want to know how fucking weird you think this story is so far. Just a casual little 1 to 10. A 7, dude. We're starting off strong. Danny said, was he the one that said he was leaving because you shut it down? He was not, but he did kind of express that kind of sentiment as well. Okay, right. So we got a 7, dude. Eris, I can't believe you just said 6, 7, man. That's just Mr. Boom Boom Power also said 6, 7. That bro, you guys just fucking no. I'm ignoring you now. We got 9, 6, 8, a bunch of 8s. We got some 4s in there. Damn, you girls, if you think that's a 4, crazy shit. That's some crazy shit. It's a fucking weird story. Like, I didn't the E6 and with gifts alone is enough to take me out, right? I'm just like, bro, what is the internet? In a fucking public forum, no less. Then we move on to weird roleplay. I bet you've heard weirder. That's not saying I haven't heard weirder, but like, it's still kind of a weird fucking story, right? It's still weird as shit. And now we get into the meat and the potatoes, the juice of our lovely little story today, in which the Discord receives this lovely message one afternoon. It's from Sadavoy. Says, keep me in your thoughts. My ex-girlfriend drove drunk on an icy road with the kids in the car. She ran into another car and totaled the car. The hospital won't tell me anything about my kids unless I'm there. I have a gut feeling I know what they're going to tell me. Please keep me in your thoughts, guys. Red flag number 3 for me. I've been around the internet for a while, okay? I've been a part of a lot of communities. But I'm not the guy that's going to come out and be like, I don't, like, that sounds bullshit to me, right? If you tell me that something shit happened to you, I'm going to choose to believe you. I'm going to choose to believe you, right? This was weird, though, right? Yeah. So I don't want anybody to go away from this thinking that if something happens, no one's going to believe you. Everyone's going to think you're a liar. No, it's just the way that this guy operated, the way he so casually drops this shit, right? It's just, he was the red flag, okay? So if you have shit happen in your life, I don't want you to think no one's going to believe you. I need to preface the story with that now, okay? Because I don't want people not to share. I don't want people to fucking keep that shit bottled up if something happened, all right? So he drops this message, and instantly I was like, man, that's pretty fucking rough, right? Because it was still kind of like, it was a weird thing to drop out of nowhere, but also I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give, we got to give people the benefit of the doubt, right? Even though it was a massive red flag for me, just because I've been in a bunch of different communities throughout my time. An hour later, we get this message from young Sadavoy. Keep me and the family in your thoughts. I lost both of my kids. And everybody was like, oh my God, the Discord was rocked. It's a shitty fucking thing. Like, if this actually happens to somebody, right? Oh my God, what the fuck? Like, we're very caring people here. So everybody was instantly like, oh my God, I hope he's okay. Hope, like, I'm so sorry for your loss. It was nothing but like, it was nothing but kindness, and love and like shit like that. And, had a mod reach out being like, dude, we should do something for him. Like, we need to try and help him out. And I was like, man. But instantly my protective community leader red flag alarms are going off. Like, shit. This could be a potential fucking this could be a potential like scam. I've seen this shit happen before many times. And again, I want to preface this by saying I don't want you to think if something happens, I'm going to instantly be assuming that you're full of shit, because that's just not the case. This guy was just a red flag with the way that he operated. And so, in my best effort to try and protect the Discord, I suggested to him that he takes a couple of weeks off Discord. I'm like, you know what, dude? Look, you're going through a lot right now, because obviously there's always the chance that it did happen, but it's kind of just like, to go from like, I don't know anything, to an hour later being like, my kids died, and instantly jumping onto the Discord. Like, in my head, right, I've had a lot of people die. Like, a shitload of people die. Right? I've had more people in my life die than most old people have had die. All right? I've been through that journey with all kinds of different people, right? The last place I'm going is Discord. The last place. Right? There's way too much, especially a close family member, bro. Like, I understand the first message. I get the first message, right? I understand the first message of being like, shit, this thing just happened. I don't know what to do. Like, keep me in your thoughts, right? But then you kind of don't expect to hear from that guy for a while. Unless it's everything's okay. Because if he comes back and said, everything's okay, then you're like, oh, thank God. Like, lucky nothing bad happened. It could have been really bad. But an hour later, this guy literally says, hey, my kids died. And obviously, because everybody cares in the Discord, everybody cares So their hearts break for this guy. But I was still very cautious because, look, safety is paramount. Safety is the most important thing to me when it comes to these communities, right? When it comes to the community that we're building, being safe is the most important thing. It just is, you know. So I'm instantly thinking like, okay, you know, fuck, this could potentially be a scam. I need to handle this with care. I don't want anybody to get taken advantage of, but on the chance that this is actually real, I don't want him to, like, you know, I don't want him to feel like, you know, people think he's a liar. And I'll be honest, this is why the other day on my stream, I gave that fucking speech about if you get caught doing dodgy shit, I'm going to expose you. Right? That was a message to him specifically. It was. And he was in the chat like, yeah, expose them. Okay, bro, I will. Okay, I will. If you insist, dude. Don't threaten me with a good time. And so we're met with messages like this. Okay? We're met with messages like this. He said, just in case anyone asks about me, I'll be taking a break from Discord. I just need time for myself and family. And then this is when I said to him, you could see my reply there, says, probably see you in a couple of weeks. Because I'm like, bro, if you just lost your kids, dude, you're not going to be here for a while. Right? Like, you're not going to be on Discord tomorrow if you just lost your kids, especially if there's shit to take care of. And he said, hopefully not that long, but might be. Now, this was my rookie move, okay? Because I believed this message. When he said, but to everyone who DM me, thank you even for wanting to do something for me and my family, but the family and myself want this to be a family thing. Jesus Christ. So again, thanks for asking and wanting to do something for me and my kids. You know, and then he said, yeah, we're, you know, I said, yes, we have a very kind community. And he said, thanks, bro. And yeah, the best community ever. Because it is. It's a great fucking community. It's even better now that you're gone. So I read that message and I think, okay, all right. Maybe if on the off chance that it did happen, sweet. Okay. But if it didn't happen, maybe the guy just is lonely and he wants a little bit of attention. Maybe like, I'm like, this guy's probably not got a GoFundMe. Nobody's mentioned anything about money. He specifically said he doesn't want any help. Right. So I'm thinking everything's okay. He's just a weird guy. You know, he's just a weird guy. And then like he's doing weird shit like this. Right? He's posting shit like fucking sad AI songs in the Discord, like not looking at, like not taking care of the family shit that he said he's got to do. He called it the dance we never had. And I was just like, you know what? I guess people like, you know, because at this point, I'm thinking he's really just wanting some attention. This is going to blow up in his face really bad or maybe he's just, because I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I do. So I'm keeping an eye on him. You know, I told him to take a break from the Discord, to limit the opportunity for him to actually like hit people up and accept help from people, because that's where everyone's mind goes, because there's still a lot of good people in this world that will help if shit goes wrong, right? So I tried to limit his ability to be on the Discord, you know, in the nicest way possible. And the next day, after I tell him, hey, bro, look, I think you should take a break. You've got other things to take care of. All of a sudden, in the YouTube chat, I don't have the screenshot for this, but this dude named Grizz Pelly shows up in the YouTube chat, and he just randomly out of nowhere ats Seder. He just ats Seder and says, "Hey, bro, I'm here. Like, let's have fun." And I'm like, because look, I was in the LCU for a year, bro. Okay, like And then before that, I was in a bunch of different communities. My fucking red flag, like fucking alarm bells are like ringing. Instantly, this guy's like replying to somebody who hasn't even fucking spoke. So I'm scrolling up. I'm like, where the fuck? What did he say? What did he say? Nothing. He didn't say anything. And then 40 minutes later, on his main account, he replies to himself being like, yeah, bro, we're going to kill it. Like, it's going to be a good time. And I'm like, scrolling back up. I'm like, did he say something else? No. So he's having like conversations with himself 40 minutes apart, replying to himself. He's not good at this, unfortunately. He's not good at this. And so, again, like, I'm trying to give this guy the benefit of the doubt in the best way that I know how. I'm like, oh, look, Sada's talking to himself. I say that shit on the stream. I'm like, oh, he's just talking to himself. I need to just, oh, I forgot I had this screenshot. I misread a screenshot that he sent to me before that specific stream where his buddy showed up, by the way. I think it's this one. I misread this. Right? I misread this, and I was reading it again today, and I was like, holy shit, I just realized what he was trying to do. He said, bro, I don't know if or not. I don't want my stuff talked too much in the stream. So when I read this, it was literally right before I went live. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna talk about this on stream. Like, it's not for the stream. But then I reread it again today, and I read this part, and he said, you know, say a few words, sure. Because as an on and off streamer, I like to give people a happy vibe and forget about stuff happening in the world. I just realized reading this today that he was trying to get me to fucking promote him. Fucking idiot me. Literally, that's 8 minutes before. Well, that's actually 3 minutes before I would have hit go live. So I wasn't reading it properly. So I'm like, he doesn't want it talked about. I'm not going to talk about it anyway. Like... But I'm rereading this today, and I'm just like, wait a minute. No, he did want me to talk about it. He wanted me to say a few words. Which, if I'm being honest, if something like tragic like this happens, I'm not talking about it on my stream, dude. Like, that's shit's not content. That shit's not content, okay? John Pond said, bro, playing the long game for self-promo. Like, hey, man, if you need to say a few words, I get it, but please don't talk about it too much. So we go back to his best friend, okay? His best friend joining the server. Now, let me find which fucking screenshot this is. Let me find this screenshot. So, Grizzpelly, his best friend, joins the server, okay? And instantly he types to him, at Grizzpelly, come on over, man. I'll talk to you some more. And I'm so glad you joined, bro. At Grizzpelly. Bro, I'm so happy you joined, but I have to tell you some stuff, okay? We can't do any Gooner Wars. Some people can't handle us. Motherfucker, what? When I read that, I was like, bro, he is... there was zero doubt in my mind that Grizzpelly was him, which is why on the stream I called it out and was like, oh, he's talking to himself. And the thing is he does this thing of whenever somebody mentions him, he instantly goes into the DMs and writes this fucking book. He instantly writes this book of like, hey, look, man, no, he's my best friend IRL. Him and my girlfriend have been my rock, like blah, 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 all this other shit, right? So he's sitting there saying all of these things. Let me fucking see, because I need to find... Okay, no, that's a different screenshot. So, John Pond said, I'm dying from cringe now. Oh, dude. The cringe with this is crazy. The cringe with this is crazy, okay? So, He talks to the guy before he even like says anything in the server. Okay? He talks to him before he's even in the server. And it was the most obvious thing. Literally, if like, okay, I got so many DMs from people being like, "Hey, I think Grizz Pelly is Seder," and I was like, "Yeah, no shit." like it was so obvious that it was him, right? Okay. So this is the first post that we get from old Grizz Pelly, Seder Wolf's IRL friend. Hey, Seder boy, looks who's here. Brother Bear for life, lol. So... Mr. Mortavia, welcome to the thigh, guys. So this guy, because the way that he was role playing in these weird channels, right? He role played as this bear with wings, okay, and it was him versus some other people, and they were kidnapping people and doing this other shit. And so when he brings over his best friend, he just reskins his fucking avatar. So like I'm sitting there like reading this like Jesus Christ. Dude, literally, bro. Okay, you know those memes, all right, in video games, how like you fight a boss or a monster and then you fight a different boss or a monster and it's just the same thing but like colored differently. So I see that and I'm like, okay. So at this point, right, I don't think this guy's trying to like fucking do anything malicious. I think he's I think he's just a lonely guy. I think he wants attention. He got told to not be in Discord for 2 weeks. So how do I stay in Discord for the 2 weeks? I'm gonna make my best friend. So my best friend joins the server to look after me when I'm not in Discord for 2 weeks. Bro, why does it not read? I fucking hate these TTSs. Thank you, Void, and said my favorite part is that he makes an alt where his Paladin Bear character is a reskin Paladin Bear. Dude's not playing with a full deck of cards. But the thing is, right, is I keep setting this guy up to tell the truth. I'm like, now look, bro. If you want, like, bro, look, I do this stream, right, where I'm talking about, being safe and like how, if you get caught doing this shit, you're gonna get exposed. And I'm like, don't be weird, don't bring in ults, don't do all this other shit, right? And this motherfucker is literally sitting in the chat being like, yeah, get him, Rastov. You tell him, man. Yeah, fuck him up. Yeah, expose all them. Like, I'm just like, and I'm reading him saying this shit in the chat, and all I'm thinking is, you idiot, this is meant for you. Like, oh. Fuck me, dude. And so, like, I'm slowly watching this guy talk to everybody in the Discord on his Grizz Pelly account, right? And he's, like, referencing memes that he wasn't here for. He obviously talks exactly the same way as himself on Seder. So, like, there's no real thought put into this. But he's talking to everyone as if, like, they're already friends. Yeah, I'll hit you up, Voiden. Thank you, brother. Like it's one of those things where it's just like the most obvious thing. Everyone's in on the joke except for him. And, like, we've got people that are like, oh, you might be Seder. And he's like, as soon as somebody messages him or ats him saying, oh, you might be Seder or you sound familiar, we might. Dude, why? I hate that it reads some, and I think it's 5s. 10s it seems to read no problem, but 5s it just fucks up on for some reason. Mr. Boom Boom Pow said, let's not forget he locked me in a dungeon. Dude was obviously not hashtag Team Boom. No, I don't think he was hashtag Team Boom whatsoever. So then he starts saying shit like this, and this is kind of the theme of him being in the server. Grizz Pelly replies to somebody saying, doing good, just helping out Seder Voy at the moment. Grizz Pally said, Seda Voy told me how awesome you all were. He not wrong. So they talk exactly the same. But also, every time he mentions something, he mentions fucking Seda. Every time he mentions it, it's Sada's involved. It's just like, we're not dumb, bro. Toxic Panda said, Nasty Rasty. That's his truth. Don't out him like this. No, I mean, bro, I have to. I don't have a choice. It's the most obvious thing. And like after a couple of days, you know, we were just kind of like, okay, this has gone on long enough. Like, it's so obvious it's him now. We should probably do something about it. And so he gets called out in the main chat by my bestie, who's like, Seda, why did you change your name? And he's like, I'm not Seda. He's my IRL friend. I made that beer art for him. Not a furry, by the way, because people started saying he was a furry and all this other shit. And he said, okay, I am out. No, I am not Seda. And so then I get this. So this is what happens. Anytime somebody says something that this guy doesn't like, he instantly DMs me, right? So it happened a few times on his other account, and the habit didn't change when he was on his new account. So he messages me saying, bro, people saying I am Seda. And at this point, I was like, Carlos said, I disavow this guy. I didn't know half this stuff he did. Jesus, I'm glad I didn't accept his friend's request. Jesus. Yeah, fist bumps, bestie. Thank you, Carlos. So I reply to him being like, I'll be like, at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna expose him. Okay. So at this point, I'm like, I'll be honest, dude. I believe you are as well. You talk exactly the same. You talk to people like you already know them. You've used memes from the Discord you weren't here for. You showed up the day after I told him to take a break from the Discord because he said he lost his kids. I'll be honest, if you are him, dude, I'll give you one chance to clear everything up so we can put it behind us. Otherwise, people are probably going to start looking into it because that's how they are. I've had people reach out to me already saying they think it's suspicious. So if it's the case or there's anything else out there, come clean about, I would do it now. Hinting that if your kids didn't die, you should probably tell people now. Otherwise, I don't know what'll happen in the future. So I say that to him. He replies saying, okay. He's like, I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm not in a good headspace. I'm going to leave on both my accounts. And then he dips. Right? Instantly dips. And so I'm like, well... So I'm thinking to myself, like, why dip on both accounts? Like, if you've admitted that the other one is your alt, then why leave on both? And then I'm like, you know, he probably left on both because the other stuff was a lie too. And then it hit me. This means that this guy lied to everybody about kids dying. This guy lied to everybody saying that his 2 kids died for sympathy, for attention. And so I was like, shit, I got to put a post up about this now. And so I put up a post. I should have taken a screenshot of that. That would have been handy. So I said in this post, I'm just going to read it to you. If you haven't seen it, okay. I said, a couple of days ago, Discord member Sadavoy told us his children died in a car accident. A lot of members of the Discord reach out and offer support and other things. Was a little cautious about this because I've seen situations like this take advantage of good people. As a precaution, I told him to take a couple weeks away from the Discord to take care of his family. The next day, his best friend Grizz Pally joined the server to look after him. I tried to play it off lighthearted, give him an opportunity to clear it up, but and move on, and he decided to double down. Today, he contacted me saying people were accusing him of having 2 accounts. I told him I believe that too, and I advised him to come clean, where he admitted to making the fake account and then left the server on both accounts. He will not be welcome back. And I said, this is part of the reason I put out the message about being careful in DMs and keeping everyone in the community safe. I know a lot of you cared. A lot of you wanted to help him out. I feel lucky to have had such caring people in the server. We will not tolerate this kind of thing in the future. And if something happens again like this, please discuss it with a mod, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I'm like, okay, the situation is all wrapped up. The situation is all wrapped up. Until I read in the main chat, and I'm not going to give names on who these people were. Until I read in the main chat, oh my God, I can't believe he's done this. I gave money to this guy's GoFundMe. And my heart broke. Because I feel like I knew better, man. I feel like I knew better. My heart actually broke. This motherfucker actually managed to grift some money from people. This shit actually fucked me up, man. I'm still feeling really a certain way about it, to be honest. So I updated the post. And it says, update. I have found out he did actually try and get people to support him through a GoFundMe. This was after him saying he didn't want any support publicly and that his family was going to take care of everything. Precautions will be taken to prevent this in the future, but please be vigilant. If you did something, if you did give him something, please reach out to GoFundMe. Now, I have since found out that the GoFundMe was pretty much instantly taken down the second that he left. And everybody that donated to him should receive a full refund in 1 to 2 working days, is what I've been told the email says. So if you did help him out, give him back. You should get your money back from that. But this shit genuinely fucked me up, right? Because I've seen this thing happen before. I feel like I should have known better. But I chose to see the fucking, the best. So I instantly reach out to whoever's been impacted and, I'm like, look, I'll give you the money back, Luckily GoFundMe was going to refund that shit. I would have done it myself if I had to, because I'm just not okay with that. It really bothers me, right? It really bothers me. And the interesting part about this was one of the people that reached out to say that they were impacted said, oh my God, I didn't know that this guy was a scammer, and I didn't know he was in your server. That shocked me. I was like, what do you mean you didn't know he was in my server? Yeah, I didn't know he was in my server because he's been in all of the lolcow chats saying the same thing as well. That's how they found out about him. They found out about him from the lolcow chats because he was in there fucking sympathy baiting and having people contact him in lolcow chats to donate to his GoFundMe as well. So it wasn't just our community. He's been in other fucking communities doing this shit as well. Yeah. That I found interesting. So I reached out to a mod. Let them know what had gone on. I haven't had a response yet, but I'm assuming it gets taken care of. Tech Protect says, I think I know this guy. You probably did, because you probably do know who this is. Okay? So
At Phantom_mutation super chatted 5. I am starting a GoFundMe for classes on how to deal with giant narcissistic women and naked mole men. For $5 a month you can help a snail out.
Tech Protect said, I almost sent him $500. Yeah. So that's why we put this shit out on blast. So I let Buff know. I was like, just in case, he comes to your fucking, community. I whacked it out on the Twitter. I put it out on the Twitter. And, his Twitter account has since been deleted. Shockingly enough. So, I know he's watching right now. Tech Protect said, I got linked to GoFundMe about a funeral for someone's children. I was about to cry. Yep. And the fucked up thing is, is that there is we had someone do some investigations and ask him some questions. And he did, he kind of advised where he was. And I'm not going to say where he was, but they did find out that there was actually a woman who tragically was in a car accident and lost her 2 kids 6 days before he said he lost his kids in the same way. So he decided to not only make it up, but he's decided to steal someone else's tragedy to farm it for money. Oh, his name is Sada Voy or Grizz Pelly. Those are his 2 accounts that I know of. He probably has more because these kind of sick fucks do this shit all the time. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Not only did he fucking lie about it, he stole his own, he stole someone else's tragedy for money. I'm beyond pissed, man. I'm beyond pissed. Or his name is Crusader Voy on Blue Sky. So, I imagine he's been deleting his stuff. Luna has said, I haven't seen him around, but I have seen someone who says a similar story. That's fucking scary. Dingy said, make sure you check your facts for your own safety. Don't worry, they've been double checked. Yep. So it's unfortunate that shit like this happens. But I did my best to put things in place to prevent it from being too bad. Luckily, we got him quick enough to the point where he just shut the GoFundMe down and started deleting his accounts. I think he's deleted his YouTube account now. He's deleted his X account. He deleted his GoFundMe account. So anybody that did donate to him, the money will get refunded. Tech Protect said, can a mod who knows this send me a screenshot of the guy just in case there is some chance the GoFundMe I sent isn't him? I can get something for you at some point. Someone would. Mr. Boom Boom Power said 112 viewers. Guess Boom is good at thumbnails after all. Yeah, you made me look like the scammer, you dickhead. So, you pissed me off, bro. You pissed me off. Well done. You did. Okay? You almost got money out of it, but you didn't. You did piss me off. But unfortunately for you, Sada, you pissed off someone worse. Okay? And you want to know who you fucking pissed off? You pissed off parents, dumbass. You pissed off parents. And you know what you don't fuck around with in front of parents is kids. So whatever happens to you now is out of my hands. Don't. And the thing is like, it's fucking disgusting. It's disgusting. It's actually just disgusting, right? I'm so annoyed. Because it was a rookie move. Looking back on it, I know what I should have done. But that's okay. All right, we mitigated any potential damage. Nothing, nobody actually lost any money. So there's a lot of positives. There's a lot of positives around this situation, and that no one, from our side anyway, I know of, actually gave any money directly to him. It was only to a GoFundMe. I know it was only a small amount. Holding on, member for a month said, it's good to be home in Rastovia. Yeah, it is. It is good to be home. So some precautions will be put in place in future.
At Lunalface Super Chatted 8.77. Stranger danger, hungry face emoji.
Thank you, Luna. Yeah, stranger danger for real. Thank you very much. It's Badger Cat checked this blue sky. It's been deactivated. Yeah. Like, bro. Let me tell you something about where we came from, right? I know you know that because you came from there too. Most of these people came from watching LOLcow, dude. All right. You know the beautiful thing about having a community that has a lot of people that love or used to love watching LOLcow? They got bullshit radars like that, bro. They're going to smell this shit from a mile away. And guess what? We did. But we just thought you were dumb. But I tell you what, I'm not making that mistake again. But that also doesn't mean that I'm going to become jaded and start being paranoid about everything. That's not how I roll. But we'll just do our due diligence properly next time. Carlos with the gifted. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I don't know. I want to know what you guys think about the situation. Because, like, he pulled at a lot of your heartstrings. A lot of you messaged him. A lot of you shared stories. Tech Protect, been a member for a month, said 1 month milestone, pay it forward, train chat. Hell yeah. On the Twitter is stuck in your head. Yeah. What's X now? But I don't like X. Hey, thank you, Tech Protect, for the gifties. It's one of those things, man. Like, it's like I said at the beginning. For every one nice person, there's two fuckers that'll try and take advantage of you. And I don't want people to not, like, be kind and nice. Hey, Raven with the gifted, thank you very much. You know, I don't want this to change who you are. If you feel like you've been burned by this, don't feel like you did anything wrong by being kind. The issue is not that you did something nice. The issue is that this guy's a piece of shit and he's trying to scam people using dead kids. All right? Now, believe me when I say karma comes around in the most beautiful of ways. Okay? So this guy, he ain't going to get away with it. Void him with the gifted. And Mark Robinson said, I was all ready for the stream, then the phone decided to update. Good to see you, Rastov, in chat. It's all right. You didn't miss anything crazy. Nothing too crazy. Oh. Voyden said, I heard we were running a train on Tech Protect. Hey, he would like that. He would enjoy that. Yeah. So the thing is like, again, like we're not gonna start looking at everybody like they're crazy. We're not gonna look at everybody like they're lying. You know, I've had people reach out to me and say like, shit, like I've had something happen. Does that mean I can't talk about it? It's like, no, you could talk about it. But my advice to you is keep money out of it. Brouhaha with the gifted as well. Thank you, brother. I would keep money out of it. Honestly, it's not worth it. Okay? Because the second that money becomes involved, that's when the doubts are going to come out, and that's when people have been burned by this stuff a lot. I've literally seen communities break apart because of this kind of thing. I spoke about it the other day as a warning to you to try and tell you before this shit happened that this was going to happen. But no one listens to Rastov. You know? Look. The Keemstar in me, right, is saying, let it explode. It'd be good for the show. The community dude in me is like, don't let this shit go down. That fucking noise. And it's not going to read. Oh, I hate this TTS. Kaylin said, hi, Rastov. Miss seeing you at the LCU, but honestly, don't know how you put up with it. Wish you the best. Well, I had friends. Like, hey, honestly, it was friends that kind of made it bearable. But, you know, shit happens. You know, we're in a good place now. We're having a good time. It's fun times. Atlanta said, I'm always shocked how low people could go. It's one of those things, man. Like, when I say I've seen communities break apart from this shit, like, usually what happens, right, is the people are a lot smarter than this guy. So they'll slowly start winning people over to their side to the point that when the other side that doesn't believe calls them out, it becomes this back and forth of how could you say that, you know, this and this and this, and the other side's like, no, like, how could you say that it's not real, you know? And then it just ends up splitting the community, things like, and what ends up happening is the people that believed the liar end up feeling so embarrassed about believing the liar that they leave. So my number one priority in a situation like this is to protect the community. It is. Which is why I told him to take 2 weeks off. Right? Because, you know, I was like, that's going to minimize his ability to fucking, if this is something. Because again, you can't put it on someone without proof, right? You can't just say, no, your kids didn't die. That's fucked up. Okay? But you just got to start handing out rope, bro. Just start handing out rope. It's just one of those things, man. It's just one of those things. And so again, I say, if you try this shit, we will catch you, okay? And we will expose you. And again, you did piss me off. You did piss the Discord off. But most of all, you pissed off parents. And look, I know that the common saying is hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. That's not even the realest one. The realest one is hell hath no fury like a parent that's just seen a kid get fucking messed with. So I hope it was worth it, but I'm imagining because you didn't get to keep any of that money that it probably wasn't, because GoFundMe doesn't give you the money until after. Oh man, I'm still really pissed off about it, bro. I'm still really annoyed. Like, this shit is just so fucking dumb. And then, like, to find out that he was in other communities doing it, you know? Robin said, I'm a little behind watching, but I've lost both my parents, 2 sisters, my big brother, and my best friend. I lost 4 of them within 4 years. It's hard to believe people lie about this kind of thing. Yeah. It's pretty fucked up. It's really messed up. But like I said, karma comes back around in some weird ways. Yep. Charlie said, I was one of the parents who was livid. I said my feelings in the chat about it. Yeah. This is the thing, man. You know, there were people that liked him in the community. There were people that were friendly with him. You know? Fucking ooh.
Okay, 909 super chatted 10. This is a good time to admit you are Steve. We will forgive you.
I'm not Steve. I'm not Steve. I've never been Steve. I will never be Steve, okay? So just keep an eye out for suspicious people, okay? But don't assume everybody is suspicious. That's what I don't want. I don't want it to turn into like everyone's just paranoid of everybody that says anything ever, right? Because that's not good. You got to trust in the process that if some shit happens, we will take care of it. You know, we've proven already that if shit does happen, we do take care of it, and we will continue to take care of it. But obviously, if you are ever worried about that kind of thing, you can definitely let us know. Let me see. Okay, just checking some stuff. All right. Whole Discord's going to become Among Us? Nah. Most people are pretty understanding about this kind of stuff. So, Red Sheets Middle said, people are strange when you're a stranger. Yeah, they are. They are really, they are strange when you're a stranger. It's, I don't know, man. It's just, It just the because like I tried, like I said, I tried to give this guy like outs, right? I tried to give him an opportunity to say, you know.
At Alex Torres 0617 Super Shattered 10. The say the voy, in the words of RTU in his song, exposed, exposed, exposed.
Yep. Exposed, exposed, exposed. And the thing is like most people knew that it was fake, right? Most people knew that his alt account was him because it was very obvious. You know, actually, you know, if you're in the Discord, I want you to give me ones in the chat if you knew that it was the same person. Like if you were if you were at least 99% confident they were the same person. If you were at least 99% confident, ones in the chat, tell me now. I want to know. Danny had no idea. See, you just watched to have fun. You've never been sucked into the drama before. So 1 to 2, you had some suspicions. 1, you don't know the person. Chaos said 1, it was obvious, especially with the slightly reskinned bear. Bro, okay. Okay, can we just... Okay, I gotta show this again, man, because this is one of the funniest things that... Like, I was dead. I was dead seeing this. Okay? Literally a reskinned fucking version of his own bear. And he's like, brother bear for life, man. Oh my God. He came back too fast. Yep. Charlie said, for my child pass, I wouldn't be the same. I would take time to do anything. Yeah, that's exactly right. Like nobody in their right mind is like, oh my God, my kids died. I must tell the Discord. Like, not unless it's your job, right? Like, not unless, like, if something tragic happened to me, right? I would probably, honestly, I would probably tell somebody else and let them tell, like, the disc. You know what I mean? Like, I might tell, like, Mr. Boom Boom Pow or Nom Noms or something like that. Was it Buff Weeb? No, it was not Buff Weeb. But I let him know just in case, you know, he slinks over to his community. You know, Mr. Boom Boom Pow said, when I lost my dad, I went radio silent online for weeks, let alone kids. Like, dude, how can you be so pathetic? Bro. It's one of those things, man. Like, it just pissed me off yesterday. I was like, bro, I can't believe when I found out that people had actually donated, how much they donated to him and why they donated to him. Oh, bro. I was in a state that I don't very easily get into. Because, like, I hate people being taken advantage of, like, more than literally anything. You know, it bothers me to no end. Especially when good people care and try. Like, it just... How much did it get before closing down? I didn't get to see that, to be honest. He, like, as soon as he left the server, instantly just disappeared. Red Sheets Metal said, so I just joined. Did someone fake having dead children? Yeah, he said, so it literally... At this point, he was like... my ex-girlfriend was in a car accident with the kids. She was drunk driving, hit another car. An hour later, he's like, oh yeah, my kids died. Like it was, you know, like it was one of those weird situations. You know, so it's just, and the thing is like, we had okay, look, we had moderators being like, bro, we should do a stream for this guy. Like, you know, like, and there's nothing wrong with them saying that. Like, I get it. You know, you want to support people when shit like this happens, right? You want to look after people. You want to make sure everyone's okay. And you know, it was one of those things where I was like, it's honestly the risk outweighs, you know, like on the off chance that you just can't do that stuff, right? Like you just can't do it. it also sets a precedent. It just becomes you open yourself up to be taken advantage of, you know. And I thought I was doing the best thing that I could do to kind of mitigate any potential issues that might have happened, you know, by telling them to leave the Discord and, you know, shit like that. So I don't know, man. It just sucks. The Hype Club said this guy should be in jail for doing what he did. Honestly, yeah. Like I'm pretty sure I've been told it's a crime. Because it's fraud, right? Like, you know, and who knows what happens after this. What I do know is that people are going to be on the lookout for him. You know, have you guys ever experienced anything like this before? Because I've had it happen in a few communities that I've been a part of. Not usually ones that I've ran, though. This is the first time where I was like the owner of it, you know. After every other time I was either like, you know, an officer or a moderator or something like that. Freedom Tower Studio said it is a crime, a federal crime, in fact. So he has that to look forward to. Precious said this was my first. Is it... Is it too far? Okay, now look, man. I don't. Is it too far if we start taking? Look, you tell me if it's too far if we start taking. I don't know, TTSs to punish them. All right, you could say how you want them punished, and we'll generate some cool images. You tell me if that's too far. This is just something that popped into my head. I'm very mad. I'm very mad at this guy at the moment. So, Dingy said leave it alone, but man, I really want to. I really want to, man. Fuck that guy. Yeah, we probably shouldn't. You're right. But I'm so annoyed. Like, this motherfucker came into our community and took advantage of people. I hate this guy. Atlanta said do it. See, I'm more leaning on the do it side of things. Don't profit off it. Yeah, no, you're right. It just pisses me off, man, because like literally there's so many good people around that do so many good things for people. We're not going to do that, by the way. We're not going to punish that. I was just so mad. I don't know. I fucking hate this guy. It bothers me that so many people do so many nice things, and it like you can't take the risk, right? Like there's this episode of The Simpsons, right? I don't know if you've seen it. It's been a clip on there.
At Annie.P909 super chatted 10. Make him being attacked by his alt bear persona.
Danny said, JK, I know you aren't making them. Bro, I'm tempted. I might make that just for you later. It's, you know the episode of The Simpsons, right? Where like there's this woman, she's at the gas station. She's like, I just need $20 to fill up my car. I'll mail it back to you. And like the guy's like, nah, that's obviously a scam. But Marge is like, I'm going to choose to believe in the world. So she gives her the $20 with the address. And it's like a week later, no money's come back. You know, it's like that situation. You know, like it's just fucking people always want to, you know, be. There's always skeptics and there's always like people out there that are willing to believe in the goodness of people. You know. Dingy said completely off topic. Do you have dentures? No, I don't. I got real teeths, man. I got real teeths. They real teeths. Yeah, no, we won't engage in anything about it. It's just one of those things. We let people know. We move on. It's just really annoying, bro. It's really annoying. You know, it makes me sad because like actual good people got taken advantage of. Luckily, they got their money back. But yeah, I guess we just have to move on from it, right? We just gotta, yeah. top looking kind of sus. Nah, bro, it's my teeth is good. My teeth is good. Let me have a look. Let me see. Oh my God. See, now you guys are making the fucking GoFundMe jokes everywhere. How dare you, Dingy, attacks my teeths. You attacking my teeths. Buttercup said, just want to say it's been a great stream thus far. Unfortunately, it's sleep o'clock in Sweden. Have a real great second half. We can try to have a great second half from here. I don't know where I'm going to go from here with this. I feel like, dude, I'll be honest, man. When we talk about this kind of shit, like, it kind of just makes me want to just finish the stream now and then come back tomorrow, but I don't want to do that either, you know? It pisses me off, man. It really annoys me that this shit happened. Dingy said, at least you have teeth. That's true. At least I have teeth. Oh, man. They'd look better if they were dentures. Fucking true, bro. Look, dude, dentures would be the way. Dentures would be the way. I don't know. Because, like, what do you guys think about, what do you guys think? It's been suggested that, like, we lock the Discord down further and, like, you know, have different kind of verification and shit that you need to do. And, like, I'm kind of half and half about it. I want to know how you guys feel. I want to know how you guys feel about that sort of thing, you know? Weaver said, don't let them throw you off balance. Focus on this. Yeah. Yeah. Get some gold teeth, bro. Should get a grill. Dude, getting a grill would be cool as hell. It'd be kind of weird to get a grill, though. Let me see. Oh, man. Yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing after that, honestly. I'm very annoyed. I don't know how to pivot from this, you know? Brouhaha said you still want it to be a welcoming place. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, it's hard because I don't want to just lock everything down because of one dickhead, right? You know, ruins everything for everyone, makes it harder. Weaver said, get a grill, dreads, change your name to Smooth Daddy Kiwi. Yeah, I don't necessarily know if that fits my vibe. You know what I mean? Power said, I hate to keep undermining Fall Off February, but killed my first Dragon Boss in Elden Ring. Hey! Dubskis for you, brother. Congratulations. You know what? We should actually have a look. Let me plug the stuff. Where is it? What is it? This one? No. This one? Okay. The fuck is playing? Weird. It was playing my own stream on my own phone. Isn't that random? Nope. Nope. This window. Fuck, dude. I'm. It's one of those days, man. I'm actually just annoyed. So we got the website. Look at Mr. Boom Boom Pow's first thumbnail that he made for me and his first title. I think he did a good job. You know, I think Mr. Boom Boom Pow actually did a good job. But, you know, just a reminder, we also have, you know, the Fall Off February shirt, hat, and koozie that you can get for the month of February. Because as you know, February is the fall off time. Okay, we're going to be falling off after this. It's so get these while you can. Fall off 10 for 10% off all shop purchases. You know, go get you some stuff. We've got the Wall of Awesome, which shows all of our lovely people. You know, it's a good time. It's a good vibe. Oh, I think we're just going to hang out for however long I feel like doing this for, because honestly, I don't know. Oh, some exciting news. The gaming channel is monetized in about 150 hours now. So, you know, that should be done in the next couple of weeks, which means we should be getting some more gaming content, which is nice. You know, I'm excited for that. Let me figure out what happened today in history. All right, let me at least do one normal thing that I was gonna do. I didn't actually look it up though because I was so set on just talking about this shit. Let's see. Okay. All right. You know what? This is kind of cool. The biggest gold nugget in history was found on February 5th in 1896. They called it the Welcome Stranger. It was found in Molliagul in Australia, and it had a refined weight of 71 kgs. That's crazy. So what is 71 kgs in pounds? That's 157 pounds worth of gold found in Australia in one big chunk. That's insane, bro. That dude, no wonder they called it the Welcome Stranger. Yeah. It's one of those things. That's really cool. It's really cool, man. You ever gone looking for gold before? I've done it once. We can go to these little places and you can go a little panhandling through like the little rivers and shit like that to try to find gold. Never found it. Never found anything. I never get lucky like that. I would love to win the lottery. What would you do if you won the lottery, though? I wish I was more prepared for other shit. I was too busy getting all the fucking screenshots and stuff. Mr. Boom Boom Power said, if you guys are curious, the next major goal for the channel will be for Rastov to put me in charge of his bank account for a week. Don't worry, bills will get paid on time. Yeah, we're definitely not doing that, okay? We're not having you control my bank account, bro. Man. If you, I said if I won the lottery, I would go start a GoFundMe.
At Volkmadvadi Super Shattered 5. Been a shit day, but I appreciate you are streaming.
No, I appreciate you showing up. It's one of those things, right? Where like you don't want to have to talk about this kind of shit, but like you also can't not let people know that it's gone on either. Because what's the alternative? You know, if you don't let people know, then they could get scammed. You know, and I don't want more people to get taken advantage of. And the thing that sucks is like the thing that really bothers me about this is like the guy just deletes all his accounts. He's going to make new accounts, and you're just not going to know if he shows up again. You just have to remain vigilant and hope that if he does show up again, you could catch him. You know? Pisses me off, dude. Pisses me off. Because we cultivated such a lovely and fucking open community to the point where he said his thing, and literally everyone wanted to jump in and help him. Everyone wanted to jump in and help this guy out, you know? And some people did. Some people actually helped him. Or tried to. And it's messed up. It's actually just messed up. Like, sick individuals that do this kind of shit. Can we get a fuck Seder song? Like, honestly, like, I thought about it, but I also don't want to like add any comedy to it. Like, I really don't. Even the fucking idea, the punish him idea before, I'm like, I'm glad you guys said no to that, because I'm like, like, I don't want to add any fucking comedy to him. Hype Club said, Rastov, you done your best. You can't help everyone. Some people are just not right in the head, bro. Yeah. Guy's a sick individual. Literally stole somebody else's lie, or fucking stole someone else's tragedy to use as his lie to try and farm money for it, you know? Yeah, it's one of those things. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably not doing 3 hours today. I think I might get. Honestly, I think I might just end this in 9 minutes unless something like changes my mind. But because I don't just want to sit here and just fucking talk nothing, you know, for an hour and a half. So, yeah. But we'll be back to do like normal shit tomorrow. It's just this is one of those kind of one-off days where we kind of had to talk about some dumb shit, you know. Volk said, not even sure what happened here today, just catching up. My day was shit, but just here to escape. Yeah, today might not be the best escape day. Today's kind of one of those days when, you just sort of like, fuck this, man. This is some BS is what it is. Because it is BS. It is bullshit. You know? Alex with the gifted. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, dude. And the thing is Mr. Boom Boom Pow was very kind to me today and gave like a somewhat good thumbnail, even though he made me look like the scammer. You know, he made me look like the goddamn scammer. He was still kind with the thumbnail and still kind with the title. It could have been a lot worse. It could have. Alex said, did the chat make the title? I don't know if he got help. Like he just gave me the thumbnail. He gave me the title. I know he did get help from some people doing this stuff. So yeah, I'm assuming people helped him out. Weaver said, want a story to make this better? Well, it'll be funny. Of course, bro. Of course. If you guys could like the stream, that would do a massive solid. I'll let people that know that. I'll let YouTube know that you still enjoy what we do here, even on the fucking off days. Stupid Seder. Fucking scam my people. Dingy said, take your mind off things. You and your lady go on a date. It's a public holiday. There's nothing open. Smoke Elijah said, never understood the lust for easy money. It's just weird, bro. It's just weird. Like some of these, like these people are sick. These people are sick in the head that they would do this kind of thing, you know? So, I mean, I don't know. Just kind of bothers me. Oh, let me have a look. Just let me see what we've got in the tank. Let me see if there's anything in the tank that I can have a look at, you know? Let me see if there's anything in the tank. We've not really had anybody submit many stories for this stuff. And for some reason, it just doesn't read. I don't get it. Volk said, sorry your day was also apparently bad. I haven't kept up with the drama, but just here for some bro time, bro. Oh, love some bro time. And holding on with the 5 gifties. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Oh, man. I appreciate it a lot. It's it's one of those things. We need to get more people dropping stories in the story vault so we can actually read some of these cool things out. Some of the ones that have been dropped there are like too small. Who's streaming at the moment? Let me see. Oh baby, get on down. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just one of those days. I'm just like, after that bullshit with him, like, I'll be all sweet tomorrow. It's just put me off, man. Like, I just fuck that guy. Fucking try to scam my people, dude. We'll make sure you can't do this shit again. Yeah, you might want to watch from the beginning and listen to the story. You know what? I am actually just going to send you guys over to Buff, I think, and you guys can watch him. I appreciate everybody coming out today. It was pretty crazy. It was a very weird story. Fuck you, Seda. You piece of shit. Don't come back. You're not welcome. I appreciate everybody coming out. And yeah, love you guys a long time. I'll see you tomorrow, refreshed with some actual fucking funny shit to talk about, probably. But until then, have a good one. Take it easy.